Hello. Hello, everyone. It was Man United 0. It was Liverpool 5 at Old Trafford. I sat here stunned, shell-shocked and elated. Mohamed Salah becoming the first person to score a Premier League hat-trick, away hat-trick at Old Trafford. And apparently, and there's a comment on that, there's another player, the other player who did that, who scored an away hat-trick at Old Trafford in all comps, is a very, very good player as well. We'll come to that in a bit. Look, ruthless from Liverpool today. Absolutely ruthless. And there were some concerns, understandably so. No Fabinho, massive rester, which meant Liverpool had to start Konate as third start just for Liverpool. And what environment to bring him into as well. Meant Henderson, Keita and Milner started the same midfield that started against Atletico in midweek and were given some issues. And Naby Keita in particular was hooked at half-time in that game, and he was just absolutely sensational. Every inch the player that Liverpool bought, the best of Naby Keita we saw today, and we saw the best of pretty much every Liverpool player on the pitch there, to be perfectly honest, but, none more so than Mohamed Salah, who all eyes are on him at the moment, and he's actually going out of his way to draw eyes to him, and every time the attention is on him, he is delivering in the best possible way. To go to Old Trafford and score a hat-trick is ridiculous. It's genuinely ridiculous. As we've seen, it doesn't happen. No one does that. Only Mo Salah does that, and it's fast becoming the expression most synonymous with him, apart from maybe just running away and whipping your top off and twirling it around your head. Particularly Cristiano Ronaldo in the building as well. You had the stark comparison between the two, the faded power of the formerly one of the best players, formerly the second best player in the world, in Cristiano Ronaldo, and now Mohamed Salah, the best player on the planet today. One of them did the business and the other one goes home upset, crying and really pondering what the fuck he chose to do with his career this summer. Lovely stuff. We also got goals from Diogo Jota in there as well as obviously Naby opening the scoring. Great afternoon's football indeed. I missed a couple of super chats earlier on during the watch along, so I want to say Harry Lewis said Mo Salah Ballon d'Or 2021-22, absolutely, and Smoking Pears just said that was marvellous. If you are a YouTube member, it's members only chat from here on in. You can tweet us at the Redmen TV as well. So if you're a Club Legend subscriber on Redmen Plus, which is at the redmentv.com, our Liverpool streaming platform, I'll get through all of those comments and all of that good stuff as well. But if you want to speak to me directly, then make sure you put Mitch at the start of your comment, just so I know you're chatting to me and not just chatting amongst yourselves, which of course you're absolutely welcome to do. But yes, wow. Okay. I don't really know where to start. Andrew Dallagher, welcome as a first teamer. Welcome aboard. Everyone who's joined us today, what a time to do it. Fran Darling says, Man United, get out! Kieran Orr says, mate, what can I say? As close to a faultless performance as possible. Salah with another hat-trick. United meltdown is fully in motion. Up these Reds. Have a good weekend. Sue, sue, sue. On the next show. Sue, sue. Amazing, isn't it? Yes, lads, says John Watt. Damien Lobb just laughing. Key to start. Salah's doing something incredible this season. Levels. Brian Glow, mate, that was a beautiful win. Doesn't get much better than destroying United on their own turf. Look like men against boys. YNWA. Completely agree with that. You're not meant to go to Old Trafford. I mean, we're due. We were very, very much due that win. And it felt like it was coming actually last season, but of course it was done in an empty stadium. The difference is that we beat them on pure ability and tactics and all that kind of stuff and desire and all those kind of things in an empty stadium. When you then add like a crowd to best as well, and you had a former world-class player, or he's still a world-class player, but formerly one of the world's best in there who doesn't suit the system and doesn't work for the team in the same way. And they've got a midfield of McTominay and Fred and Lindelof at the back and Maguire at the back and all their problems. We all know their problems. They're just shite, aren't they? It was always going to favour Liverpool. We were just a bit too nervy to say that right before kickoff. Luke Burns with the £2 super chat. Thank you, Luke. Didn't realise they were showing porn on TV. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it was before the watershed. You've got to be careful with stuff like that. Sky could lose their licence. John Francis says Naby is ours. Kevin Bass says Theatre of Dreams, my arse. Theatre of Wet Dreams, wasn't it? For us anyway. Jenny Shaw, what a performance from our boys. Happy days. Veronica, a 5-star performance by the lad. Salah, man of the match. And it's, yeah, without a doubt, because he comes away with a hat-trick. Big hat-trick at that. It's a shame for Naby Keita. Obviously, he goes off injured after that horror tackle from Paul Pogba, which led to him being sent off. Naby deserves, I really wanted to see, because he had that little injury in the first half, I really wanted him to be able to see this game out, because this would have been a massive notch on his belt. It would have really progressed him forward, I think. But he was sensational today, Naby Keita. And yeah, that's the only slight shame really to that. Tony Blakeway, Mo trying not to laugh and managing to stay professional as interviewers, everything. Yeah, he knows how good he is, and he knows how bad Man United were there, and I'm really enjoying this Mo Salah, who's stepping up. He's stepping up to media duties, he's stepping up all across the park. Just wonderful. Heram Nemlikars joined as a first team member. Thank you so much, mate. Get your comment in. Trig Josh, Liverpool have to offer Mo a contract for what he wants now. Yeah, 100%. I don't think anyone's in any doubt, and I don't think Liverpool are in any doubt of it, to be perfectly honest. C with 199 says best performance at Old Trafford ever. Yes it is. Kit is nice. The kit's incredible. And also, as mentioned, we've got the away inspired Red Men line at the moment. This is available in sweatshirt and t-shirt form, and Chris had the green version on, which is also awesome. And there's a home inspired one as well on redmenmerch.com. So if you really like the kit that much and you've got the kit and you go, what do I do now? Got you covered. Dickie, Joshua Lowe says, I'm broke, but who cares? Watching Ole walk down the tunnel makes me want to give him a hug or stick 2 fingers at him. Best United match I've watched. And to be fair, yeah, definitely on the last thing, that was the best Man United game of all time. But I think their fans had a bit of that. There was some applauding them off. There's others like fucking screaming abuse at him and stuff. It was the half-time walk for me because it was a full stadium. It was a full stadium and they were booing him. They were all booing him, and his times. They need to accept that if they keep him, they're going to be in a battle for 4th, a big battle for 4th. Like they still should, because they've got so much quality, but they can't finish better. They can't do better than finish 4th, because top 3 it's going to be Liverpool, City, Chelsea, and in some order. And I've no idea what that will be. Hopefully Liverpool at the top, obviously. But if they're happy to accept that they're just in a battle to get back into the Champions League, then they'll keep him. But if they actually want to be better, celebratory milk trays. Oh, go on, get it in my face. I can't, because unfortunately no one else can talk on this show, but that is, I'm having a celebratory milk tray when we're finished. Thank you, Chris. I'm going to smash them in my face while you're doing your show. Thank you so much, Josh. Yeah, the walk down was incredible. And Josh, thank you so much for sending in the super chat. Means the world to us, mate. Dickie Oi Red, mate's new nickname for Pogba, light switch, because he's on, then off. I'm having that, thanks. I love it, particularly because I had to do the Sky Fan Zone commentary in the game where Gerrard came on at half-time and got sent off. I love it. 5-0 in second gear, says Shane. Scott Hawkes started with Naby. Orly currently applying for a job at the circus as a clown shoe. Who cares about them? We're as good as we said we are up the Reds. No Fabinho, no problem, says Brian Glow. And yeah, we've got a bunch of other super chats and comments. I'm going to come back to them in a moment. So get your comments in on the live chat. Anything else you want to discuss? Anyone else you want to shout out? Who was your non-Mo Salah man of the match? Let me know in the live comments, and I'll be back in a minute. I'm just going to pop over to Twitter. Oh yes. We've got Dean Foley here with the first tweet of the evening. This is the most I've enjoyed football since 2019-20. One of our PTSD run-ins after the last international break, and we've made it look like a complete joke. Mo Salah, though, I'm now begging, get the contract done. Yeah, that was, I'm pretty sure that's our most difficult, at least on paper, pretty much our most difficult week of the season so far. Just in terms of how the fixtures pan out midweek to weekend with the Champions League. Now, obviously, if we're nearly in the knockouts already. That'll be different down the line. But to have Atletico Madrid away from home and then United away from home, and bear in mind we're in the midst of 4 back-to-back away games. Massive, absolutely massive from Liverpool today. Thank you so much, Dean, for that. It's Des Durac, Ole, stay forever, Manx manager. Let's hope so. No point sacking him now. I hope they don't get a good manager, because look at the players they've got. They're not that far away. I mean, maybe they've just got a bad culture because there's too many overpaid lads. I've made this the wrestling comparison, but anyone who is aware of how WCW fell down back in the 90s and early noughties, they brought in all these aging stars on too much money, and there was, it worked, and you can get, you can sell loads of merchandise and you can have fun with it, but invariably that will get stale quicker than it will developing your own talent and building a side from the ground up that really fits into exactly what you're trying to do, a hungry side. That's the difference between Liverpool and Manchester United. And Man United have been spending and doing this for years. They're back to what they were in the 80s and back to what we were in the 90s, and not the United side that they all know and love, but it looks a bit like it. And when they've got Ronaldo back, they're being duped into thinking that they're better than they are. And Ole, so they've got that throwback to 99 and all that kind of stuff. I've seen it happen before, and it was horrible when it happened to us. But I love the fact that it's happening to them because I fucking hate Man United so very much. Danilo Stanojevic. Salah scores the first hat-trick at Old Trafford in the Premier League era and since Brazilian Ronaldo, the proper Ronaldo. I think we can all admit that now, that the real Ronaldo was, of course, the Ronaldo who played for Brazil and Barcelona and Inter and AC that he played for a while, and PSV prior to that. Yeah, the real Ronaldo. Just two of the greatest players ever to play the game. Only really good people score away hat-tricks at Old Trafford. That's what we're kind of saying there. Techno Copite. Man United 0, Villa Liverpool 5 was officially the first public execution in the UK since 1867. Will Ole be the second United manager that Klopp gets sacked? Who cares? Give Salah what he wants up the fucking Reds. Techno, that is one of the greatest comments I've ever seen in my entire life. And lastly, for a bit of actual analysis here from Mouth of the Mersey, Bonsai Bill, Bobby Firmino was outstanding. Liverpool were outstanding from start to finish. Some of the football we played today, and Bobby, people writing Liverpool off is just mad. And maybe our anxiety has led one or two of us to do that as well, but we shouldn't have done. Have a little faith. We've all seen where, and maybe you haven't, but most of us have seen worse Liverpool sides. We've seen Liverpool sides with more relatively expensive signings achieve far less. Liverpool are at the summit. And this is what happens when teams are at the summit, at the peak of their powers, with some of the best players in the world, and not just some of the best players in the world, the actual best player in the world. Never seen that before. That's how good we are. Genuinely astounding. Right. Thank you so much to everyone who's joined us for this one. We've got our club legend Discord group open as well. Scott DT here, who's got a most heat map for today. Very cleverly. I can't quite work out. Is that goat shaped? Yeah, I think it is. And then it's just wonderful to say. Amazing human talking about him as well. Mo saying he's give his ball to Naby. Is that right? Quality. Right, we've got live comments here. We've got a few more to get through before we wrap up. Today, we have got a super chat from, where are we? I've lost everything. From Stephen with $20 Canadian. Thank you, Stephen. Gorgeous kit, gorgeous match, gorgeous, beautiful manager in Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Give that man a lifetime contract. 100% agree. Do it now. John G, the score wasn't even the best part for me. It was the utterly broken look on Ole and the players' faces that made it for me. Ha ha ha. Yeah, Schadenfreude at its finest there, mate. Siddhant Goswami says, at least Liverpool made my day after India lost to Pakistan in the T20 World Cup. Absolute 5-star demolition from Liverpool. Salah is better than CR7. He is, absolutely. Luke Burns, for all the worries of No Fab and Kanate in for Matip, we nullified their threat all game. Warms your heart, says Dicky. Mo Salah, Kanate, says Luke Burns, is also the non-Mo man of the match. Joshua Lowe, Kanate, Trent and Hendo, just for that orgasmic assist. Trig Josh, how many Man United fans will be kidding themselves with we played Liverpool off the park? They just got 5 lucky goals tonight. Yeah, that would be funny. Neville is fuming, says Tony Blakeway, drink it in. Yeah, and then Dickie says, I'd feel sorry for Neville if I gave a shit. And Heram Nemlakar, mate, gutted for Naby. Pogba with the boots up. Ronaldo kicking into Jones United are hopeless. We not just have world-class players, we've got world-class humans. Liverpool are we're more than 5 goals better than Man United at this point. It's like we're in a different tier of football to them, and we have been for a few years, and it's hilarious that they haven't clocked onto that, because they've been lost in this like dreamlike delusion, this nostalgic sort of cloak they've surrounded themselves in with Solskjaer and his direct line to Fergie, and bringing Ronaldo back is the final nail in the coffin, really, and all their fans dancing around and doing the celebrations and buying the shirts and t-shirts. All the best, great, enjoy football how you can find it, get whatever enjoyment you can get out of football, because that's what's meant to be football, but ultimately you're going to have to, because you're not going to win anything that stands up to the level of Manchester United, because Manchester United are not the Man United that the Man United fans grew up watching anymore. They're a pale, insignificant version of themselves, and far closer to the 80s United that felt they were the biggest and spent loads of money on players that didn't make them a better team, that didn't fit with what they wanted to do, didn't have United's best interests at heart. Overblown, overpaid knobheads playing for the football club and not playing for the badge in the way that they should do. And I must admit, as much as I feel maybe a little sad, a little poetic to end, it's fucking glorious. Enjoy every single second of it, because I've had to grow up watching them pricks be well better than Liverpool. And now we are miles better than them, and long may it continue. Fantastic. Thank you so much for everyone who's joined us for the fan reactions. If you've got more from us, player ratings follows live after this. Instant match reaction will be after that. But the real winner for everyone is the Final Word show tomorrow morning, live at 10:30 a.m. Live streaming and available on demand in your podcast app, and on for YouTube members, and mainly though on the redmentv.com. Redmen Plus is our subscription service, like Netflix for Liverpool fans. Not only do we have interviews, features and incredible documentaries, world-class documentaries that you won't see anywhere else, on a par with anything you'll see on Amazon Prime or Disney Plus or Netflix et al. It's a Liverpool streaming service, and it's just for you. And if you join as a Club Legend, you get more access to us, and join our Club Legend show. We now do a show with our subscribers in the midweek. It's really good fun, so if you want to get involved with that, do. Anyway, look, if you're not going to join it now, I don't know what else I can do to convince you. We're going to continue to do what we do, make brilliant content, and offer you guys incredible value for money and amazing insight into everything it's like to be in Liverpool, around Liverpool, for all time. So yeah, if you haven't tried it out yet, do. It's the perfect time. Loads of cool stuff coming for you on a daily basis from this week onwards. So yeah, perfect. Just like Liverpool Football Club and Mo Salah. Anyway, right, we'll be back in a little bit. Hope to see you there. Ta-ra. Thanks so much for checking out the show this week. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, then do. But if you want more from us, extra Redmen shows, then go to the redmentv.com. You can support the channel at 2 levels, by Club Captain or Club Legend tier. Both get you a full suite of Liverpool-related content, extra Redmen shows, documentaries, features, and world-exclusive interviews. And Club Legends get their names here and on the end of those videos, and free merchandise as well. Perfect time to sign up on the redmentv.com.